We have spent 7 years to build this virtual tutor system for K-12 students. And now we have signed more than 4,000 learning centers and over 60,000 public and private schools in more than 1,200 cities and counties. And we have more than 10 million students. This year, our DAU reached 2 million students. When I was young, actually, I'm a slow learner, but my father, he was a very renowned teacher in China, and he got a lot of award. He's very he he could always let the very poor student to be better and better and evolve into talented student even. So that always make me very think it's amazing thing that the efficiency of education is like a mystery thing for me, and I always believe if I decode this um, efficiency of education, I could even change the level of human intelligence and even change the world. So when I was young, I always try to find a new teaching method and learning method by myself until when I was in junior high school. I teach all my classmates, and they think I'm one of the best teachers. So in Squirrel AI, I want to gather all the wisdom in the education system from the experts, from the educators, from the fast learners. And by now, I found out that the AI evolved a lot of new method that was unbelievable for us to make our learning like 5 times or even 10 times faster and more efficient. Before, in all the schools, the teacher have to teach in the same speed. But Squirrel AI system treat different students differently. Actually, we found out the difference from different students, and we try to get their own, how their brain was built and how their gene makes them different. So we give different ways instead of the standardized teaching system. And we make every student to feel very comfortable, and they think the system could understand them very well, more than anyone in the world. Also, we have already spent nearly $100 million in R&D only with CMU and SRI and other advisors. But we could provide this system to every student at very low cost. Actually, we even provide 70% of our students this Squirrel AI system for free. But actually, we know the best teaching quality costs a lot. In this system, the teacher and the student and the AI system could benefit each other. We built the Squirrel AI system in a different way with other adaptive learning platform and companies. We want this system could autonomously teach the student. But we are not actually move the teacher out of the class. We, by the knowledge and the ability part, the Squirrel AI system could teach the student by their own, and the student could understand only with the student. But we changed the role of the teacher to another situation. We regarded all our teachers. Actually, we have 20,000 teachers all over our partners. and they became the analyst of the data, and they became like psychiatrists. They care about the emotion, the characteristic, the interest, and the desire of the student, and they try to help the student to uh, move their their desire and their aspiration in the right way. So the teacher could change their traditional role, which is evolved very deep with the subject and the knowledge, to another way. They became the friend and the leader of this class, and they could organize the class, uh, you know, to make project-based learning and make the student to cooperate with each other to achieve. And the teacher is also a product manager. Actually, they could find out the uh, deficiency of our system, and they could add new functions and new ideas and new content and all kinds of things to make the system evolve better and better. In our practice, when we want to help the very poor area, we found out that if we give just a video, a class like MOOC to the student, they could not understand because their understanding their knowledge base is very low, and before they do not have qualified teaching staff, and they are not well developed. So adaptive system like Squirrel AI could help them because it could uh, give a very slow speed and a very lower level knowledge or explanation for them, so that they could move little by little and faster and faster. So we helped a lot of students in very small counties and even village to make their learning level to achieve the tier 1 and tier 2 city student in China. We also create a system called MCM. First is mode of thinking, the second is capacity, and the third is methodology. Like Einstein said, knowledge is not important because we have to help the student to face the future, so that if they got this mode of thinking, this capacity, and this methodology, they could explore the unknown future. They could learn new knowledge that they have never heard of, and they could achieve different goals by their interest. So we divided this MCM into more than 300 like element. Not only the memorization ability and the discerning ability, but also a lot of small abilities like reverse thinking, modeling thinking, and introspection, and all of these things. We make all this MCM that could be defined, could be measured, and could be trained, so that we help to find every student where their advantages that was born in blood, and we cultivate this, and they feel very good because our mission is to make every student to be better themselves. My twin kid, they finished the grade 4 math when they were in grade 2, and they finished the grade 8 science. Uh, they accomplished grade 8 science in grade 3, and now they, the MCM in mathematics are mostly the same with the MCM for programming. So by 3 years learning, they they always programmed, and they like programming. They already finished their first app, and they are coding the app of the Chinese chess and chess. Uh, the year before, Lucas, when he was in his birthday and he broke his arms in the afternoon, but in the evening, he insists to attend his programming class. Now he have ranked 200,000 in the hacker rank website, with more than 1 million hackers there. And also with multimodal AI analysis, we gathered all kinds of data that could reevaluate the student other than the traditional method. We know more things such like the attention, the engagement, and the individual preference, and also the self-evaluation of the student. We already have more than 10 billion learning data in the process. Most of the adaptive learning systems, they have data only before class or after class. It's like L1 and L2 self-driving level. But we have all the data in the teaching and the learning process. So we are doing like L5 self-driving level. At last, I want to say that we are not letting AI to decide everything, but actually we let the student to feedback with the AI system, so that the AI could revalue everything, and also we let the teachers to evolve in the system. Uh, Before, I always stress that our teachers with Squirrel AI learning system is like a pilot. But now I'd rather uh, describe them like gardener. But they are not dealing with a garden, but actually they are dealing with a rainforest. They help to uh, make the ecosystem better and better, so that the students, it's like all the plants and the animals in this uh, forest, they could flourish better and better.